This is the second week of Advent. It is December 15th, it's Friday, and we're going to hear from Matthew. They said, "Look, he is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. But wisdom is vindicated by her works." It was the bottom of the ninth inning, 2 outs, and the Yankees were just about going to get a free ticket to the World Series by defeating the Red Sox. It looked like it was going to be an easy sweep. Kevin Millar gets up at bat. Now, Kevin Millar, in my estimation, is the worst clutch hitter in the entire world. And he's about to meet the greatest closer of all time, Mariano Rivera. Now, Kevin doesn't get a hit, but he walks. So when he gets to first base, they replace him with the speedster, Dave Roberts. And Dave Roberts, of course, he steals the base. The next batter gets a hit, and Dave Roberts ties the game. In the wee hours of the morning, Big Papi, David Ortiz, gets a walk-off. And so they win the game. So the next 3 games, the Red Sox are going to win. They get in now to the World Series. And in the very next 4 games in a row, they will win the World Series. And that was a great story. But the reason why it was a great story wasn't because the Red Sox won the World Series for the first time in 86 years. The reason why it was such a great story is because of the way they won. It's the way they won. And the way they won was that the worst hitter meets the greatest closer of all time. It went all against the odds. And that's how God wins. God always likes to win. But it's how God wins. It's always unexpectedly. It's always against the odds. Look at David. David, when Goliath came out to battle David, he looked at little David. He was short, he's just a shepherd boy. He had no helmet, no protection, no sword, no helmet. It looked like it was going to be an instant win. It was obvious, but we all know that Goliath ended up dying because of the encounter. That's how God wins against all the odds. Look at the Israelites. The Israelites had their back against the Red Sea. They had the greatest undefeated army in the ancient world, the Egyptians, all coming at them with chariots and charioteers. And the Israelites didn't even have a butter knife to protect themselves. They beat them. They beat them all. And the reason why is because God loves victory. He likes to come from behind. He likes against all the odds. So now that we know how God wins, we have to apply that to our own lives. Sometimes things don't look like they're going very well. Sometimes we seem like we're really struggling. Sometimes we seem like we have our back against the wall and an enemy is coming right and charging after us. But we don't end. That's not the end of the story. You got to wait till the end of the story, and that's when you're going to see the wonderful way that God loves to win. So just stay with God, stick with God during the most difficult times, and just make sure that you let God finish the story.